Welcome and good day, everyone. Welcome back to another match for the Unofficial Amiibo Smash League Season 2. Well, before I continue, I'd like to remind everybody to support Nintendo and their affiliates, because without them, we wouldn't have this game, let alone the Amiibo that we're battling it out with today. So let's give our support to Nintendo and their affiliates. Alright, our first challenger today is a tough one in this match, coming from the Fire Emblem group. He is Simon Belmont. Now Simon has only won one match thus far, but in all honesty, he has had some tough challenges in his first 3 matches. Not saying that this match is going to be any less of a challenge, because his opponent, also coming from the Fire Emblem group, has only lost 1 match out of 3 so far. Also coming from the Fire Emblem group, we have Ike. Now, one of the things I was thinking of is Simon does have pretty good damaging projectiles as well as close range combat, whereas Ike is just a close range sword fighter. Even though, I mean, yes, his attacks are powerful, but he has to be in close proximity to do damage to his opponent. Whereas Simon has all kinds of ranged special attacks that he has at his disposal. So let's see if Ike can overcome the challenging Simon Belmont in this match. Also in this match, it will be a randomly selected stage, which will give one character or both an advantage or disadvantage in this match. But both characters this week have been given a 4th life, so that way they have 4 lives and a greater chance at gaining victory against their opponent in this match. Well, let's not keep you waiting any longer. Let's get this match underway. Simon Belmont versus Ike. Looks like they are battling it out on Ryu's stage. And Ryu is a character from Street Fighter. Characters are getting into the competition there, feeling each other out. Looks like Ike is doing a good job of keeping in close quarters with Simon, but Simon is still utilizing some of those special moves like the Holy Water and the Holy Cross that works like a boomerang, as Ike is already over 100%. Looks like Simon managed to knock Ike out for the first KO, knocking him off to the right side of the screen. Good. That is a good offensive recovery that Ike did with his sword to damage Simon. Simon manages to knock Ike out a second time in this competition before falling even once. Oh! Both characters battling it out on the right side of the screen, and Ike manages to finally knock Simon out. But Simon, and it came back quickly into the competition, and aggressively doing more damage to Ike knocks him off to the right side of the screen. Now that is a tactic that I personally favor when in the battles. It is a high risk one, but oh, and Simon knocking Ike out for the 4th time off the right side of the screen. In a very fast match between these two competitors. I'm going to go ahead and mark that victory down for Simon. So that way we make sure that that win is... Alright, so Ike had... That is a loss. So that is the 2nd loss for Ike so far. And alright, and after 4 weeks. But, interestingly enough, with Simon winning that match, that'll bring him up to 2 wins and 2 losses. Actually, that tied with Ike in the Fire Emblem group for wins and losses. So okay, let's see so how long that match took. So that match took 2 minutes and 12 seconds, with Simon Belmont knocking Ike out 4 times and only being knocked out once by Ike, in what was mostly a straightforward battle between these opponents. However, just as I alluded to in the beginning, that Simon has a lot of ranged special moves that definitely helped give him an advantage in this match against Ike, who, although a very powerful swordsman, has literally only his sword in close combat to wield against his opponent. So it made it very difficult. Let's look at these stats. So the damage given by Simon is 294%. The damage given by Ike is 142%. The damage taken by Simon is 150%. The damage taken by Ike is 303%. The peak damage for Simon, 134%. The peak damage for Ike is 111%. The launch distance for Simon is 150 meters. The launch distance for Ike is 293 meters. The ground time for Simon is 68 seconds, and the ground time for Ike is 43 seconds. The air time for Simon is 62 seconds, and the air time for Ike is 84 seconds. The hit percentage for Simon is in the high category with 40%, whereas Ike's hit percentage is in the low range of 22%. Now, just as a reminder, the 30% range is what I consider to be the average hit percentage for the characters in this competition. The ground attacks for Simon is 32 and 15 ground attacks for Ike. The number of air attacks for Simon is 44 and 42 air attacks for Ike. The number of smash attacks for Simon is 14, and the number of smash attacks for Ike is 9. Neither character had any grabs or throws in this match. The number of edge grabs for Simon is 6 and 1 edge grab for Ike. Simon had 17 projectiles, which included the Holy Cross and Holy Water, which definitely helped Simon in winning in this competition. Simon had 6 items grabbed, which might have been, which I think were the Holy Water, which created a burst of fire, or a short bit of fire that was rapidly shown on the screen. The max launch speed for Simon is 826 kilometers per hour. The max launch speed for Ike is 284 kilometers per hour. The longest drop time for Simon is 9 seconds, and the longest drop time for Ike is 8 seconds. Alright, another competition comes to a close with Simon Belmont coming out the winner against Ike. With bringing both characters up to 2 wins and 2 losses after 4 weeks of competition. Alright, I'd like to remind everybody to support Nintendo and their affiliates. And if you like this content, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content such as this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that way you can be notified when new content is available. If you do decide to leave a comment, make sure you do so in a respectful manner, because we want to keep this family friendly after all, so everyone can enjoy. Thank you once again for watching, and have a wonderful day.